You'll find that they never stood in the dark with you, love. When you take me in your arms and guide me slowly out of my mind, oh, kiss me, and when you do, I know that you will miss me. If we ever say adieu, so kiss me, make me tell you I'm in love with you. Hold me, thrill me, kiss me. Never.
When you've got a Bolex with a 40 seconds and you've got one lens, a 25mm lens, and no sync sound, that's it. So you have to actually make it work for you. Otherwise, you may as well give up and go home. And actually, sometimes the less you have, small is beautiful. And the less you have, it actually makes you think more clearly, and it makes you think, how do I express this idea as simply as possible, but as cogently as possible with what I have.
O Dreamland was a little film that, when we were in Margate in 1952, filming a film called Thursday's Children, of which Lindsay was the co-director of it, but he did the bulk of the directing. Anyway, during that period, because it's shot in Margate, Lindsay became interested in the fanfare there called Dreamland, which was one of the best-known ones on the South Coast, certainly. And he got together with John Fletcher, more or less simultaneously, during the making, in the intervals between there were various gaps in the shooting. And again, they did that over various weekends and more or less at the same time. And that was a totally Lindsay Anderson production. And later there was a lot of trouble. They wanted to sue the BFI and anybody inside because they realized they weren't being portrayed in a very attractive light. But there again, that's a little gem of a film which stands up very well. It's so atmospheric and so representative of its time that it stands up to scrutiny 50 years later.
I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe.
Well, Mama Don't Allow was one of the first films to be financed by the British Film Institute Experimental Fund, as it was then called. And Cal arranged that, I think Cal arranged the initial pre-production was done by Carol, but it was always intended to be a joint effort with Tony Richardson. We decided that it could be made very easily with a Bolex, and the sound would be added because most of the sound would be the music of the Chris Barber Jazz Band.